Hello everyone, my name is Fonian and welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact. So, I just did a lot of grinding in between the episode. So it's a little bit boring, not gonna lie. So yeah, we've been continuing on the main quest at rank 29, which we will meet with Child. For those of you who don't know, this is a bank run by the Fatui. And apparently so far they have been pretty nice.
Welcome, friend of Child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui.
I don't consider Child a friend.
You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
Oh, good.
Where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one.
Yeah, we've been there. That's it. That is like the last episode.
Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you.
Okay.
I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
He must be important then.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Oh, Zhongli. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Wow, what a businessman.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui.
Wang Sheng, huh?
Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
So, kinda shady then.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Probably.
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Then why do you need Fatui?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer?
Yeah, I mean...
The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly.
Yeah, but why do you need Fatui?
Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
Okay. What's the catch?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend.
Okay, so... good to know.
The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst.
True.
As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Decide. I kind of like that word.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Sure, I guess. It'll be an honor.
A wise decision.
I mean, it's like a good honor, but again, we are an outlander. I don't know how that will bode well with the populace.
If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it?
Yeah?
You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime. My chopsticks truly are difficult to use.
Yeah, you need some finesse.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue?
Please don't ask me that. I mean, yeah, I prefer atmosphere in Mondstadt. It's more free. Here, everyone is bound by contract, so you can understand.
I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity.
Okay.
Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
Good question.
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow.
Yeah, he's rich.
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day.
No.
It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous jade?
Noctilucous jade,
Yeah.
of radiant grade at the very least.
Oh, they did grade the jade.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
Well, that's kinda insensitive. Rex Lapis just died.
But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Well, we have an expert behind us, so...
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well.
Yeah, I'm not big on like gemstones business, but I do know people in real life who are like very passionate about collecting gemstones. Usually they do it just for collections, but sometimes they also do it just for business, which is a very, very profitable business, I have to say.
If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Okay.
Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
It's 2 times more Mora.
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
His money just grows on trees.
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
Yeah, I kinda disagree with that. You need to have like a lot of money to actually make that a reality for your life.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations.
By taking debts! Yeah!
Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality.
We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Right.
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Sure.
Don't worry, I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right, take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Okay.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
That's actually impressive. Kinda stingy, but impressive.
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
Okay.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Wait, what?
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions.
Right, so we're going to go back to Mondstadt.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue.
Who?
It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Who is your friend? Oh, I see. This is kind of genius. Yeah, this is really genius. I think that is the reason why this pot can be so hot, and I kind of like that. I kind of like this, like, subtle world building around it.
There's still soup in here. These Hilly Churls sure have big appetites.
Shame to let it go to waste. Paimon, gobble up.
This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment.
Okay, so are we just going to toss it in?
We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need.
Okay.
Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention.
Okay, that should be it, right?
That's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous jade, wasn't it?
Okay.
It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
The third one.
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remember.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it. And pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
You don't really tell people what you want to do with the products that you bought because there is a chance they're going to raise the price because they think that you are desperate to get it.
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
They are great. Now he's going to raise the price.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. Alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Well, that's not where I thought it'll go.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
Oh, I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Right, because he carries like credit card or something.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advance funds earlier?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Wow, this guy is... Wow. This guy, bless his soul.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Right.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I guess we need to find Child for more funding.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks, both of you.
Whoa, wow, that's a lot of jade.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Well, we'll pay the jewelsmith.
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite.
So we're just using the scene of the crime.
Liu and Qixing have agreed to this arrangement.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, I think Ningguang may have something to do with that.
Was this Exuvia hidden away by the Qixing? I mean, we haven't even figured out who the murderer is.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here.
I mean, it feels odd, really.
These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Right.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the mora that flows throughout the world is minted there.
Oh,
Wow! Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax.
she is going to do some robbery.
But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available.
The choosing provides location and the child the funds.
Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in a while is not unacceptable.
It's not called exploitation if both parties benefit from it.
Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow me. We shall go to the merchants to purchase our ingredients.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The,
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
Right.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute.
Well, this is what I get for calling Paimon emergency food.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Just look at the abundant foliage here. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and foliage are minimal.
Right, so, how smart is this guy, really? He is an expert in minerals, he is an expert in biology.
Silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow, a true connoisseur. Most of that was news even to me.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every corner of the world.
Yeah, what's so impressive about that?
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So, which silk flower did you want anyway?
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the Seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the Seven in 3,700 years. As such, I do think we should honor tradition down to the last detail in this case.
Right.
Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Wow, are all merchants here are just so generous?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Wow, okay.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us when I say that your generosity has saved our skins.
Our skins? You forgot to bring money. So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
Ulan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
No. We're not asking about quests. We're asking about information.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
You smell great. Yeah, that is not creepy at all.
Wow. Just wow. I'm just going to assume that you're either joking or being sarcastic. To be fair, I put a lot of effort into my appearance for someone who spends all their time in the great outdoors. But I smell great? Don't be ridiculous.
Ah, that's a humble brag right there.
If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Ming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good.
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
You smell good. We're going to smell people around here. She cannot take the compliment.
Sorry, you caught me off guard. Most people aren't so direct.
Oh, then I'm different because I need something from you.
I think we need more time to get to know each other.
Okay. She thought I hit her off.
We just wanted to know what perfume you normally use.
Oh, well, I don't actually use any.
Interesting.
That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
Wow. Okay.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
Right, yeah, this is the perfume house that I'm talking about.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, she always said that to everyone who passed by.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady.
Okay.
Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like?
A bespoke triple silk flower variety.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it?
No, it's for your god.
Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. But you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me.
Okay.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously.
Whoa, Hinger. I don't know how old you are, but you're trying to hit a girl who are like not even mature. So yeah, this is a little bit creepy.
Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out.
That could be interpreted differently. Oh boy.
Ooh, you're a natural. Oh, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays.
Right, we're just going to play it off. I was thinking of you the whole time.
Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment.
She's getting a heart attack.
You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Sure.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society.
Right.
Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard.
Right. I heard that proverbs from my father, like very, very often, but it's 2 boats instead of 3 boats because you only have like 2 legs to stand in between boats.
Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Sure.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
Yeah.
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dust mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that?
Looks like Rex Lapis really likes the third. Yeah.
That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps.